Good day, children. In last period, we were learning, we had started chapter rational number, in which we have learned exercise 3.1 up to the question number 5th beta. Today onwards, we are going to start question number 6, and what is that? Express the following number in standard form. A part is minus 3 upon 4. Beta, standard form and in the lowest form, both are same. There is no difference between them. Okay, so if you can see that minus 3 upon 4, there is no common factor. So means they 3 and 4, both of them, they are coming in different tables. So we cannot divide by a single common factor. So its simplest form will be, standard form will be minus 3 upon 4. Standard form and simplest form, both are same. B part, see that. What is B part? Minus 7 upon 140. Minus 7 upon 140. You can see that both the number are divisible by 7. So you can divide by 7 and 7. If you will divide 7 by 7, what you will get? 7 1 ja 7. If you will divide 140 by the 7, 7 2 ja 140, 1 upon 2. So it will be its standard form. It means standard form and the simplest form, both are the same thing. There is no difference between them. On these kind of questions, on the last class, I already discussed with you. Okay, so in this way, rest of the part, one more part I am doing, and then afterwards you can do. Okay, C part is 8 upon minus 64. You can see that 8 and 64 both are coming in the table of 8. So what you will do? Divide by 8, or here also divide by 8. What you will get? 8 1 ja 8. 8 8 ja 64 minus 8. It will be your answer. So how much simple question are there? Okay, now move to the question number 7. 2 parts are there, rest of the 2 parts you will perform yourself. Now question number 7 is there. Express minus 4 upon 5 as a rational number whose denominator is. Okay, express. See that beta, what is question number 7? Express minus 4 upon 5 as a rational number whose denominator is. In first part, denominator should be 100. So what you will do in this question? You divide solution. You will divide the denominator, this denominator 100 divided by 5. If you will 100 divided by 5, what you will get? 20. So first fraction, minus 4 upon 5 should be multiplied by 20 upon 20. So what you will get? 24 ja 80 minus 80, or 25 ja 100. You can see that in this way, this denominator has become 100. Okay, see that B part also of this question. You have minus 4 upon 5. Okay, and what denominator you have to make? Denominator you have to make, that is minus 80. What you will divide? Leave minus at this time. What you will do? 80 divided by 5. Okay, 5 1 ja 5, 5 6 ja 30. 16 you got after division. So minus 4 upon 5 should be multiplied by 16 upon 16 numerator and denominator. What you will? 16 4 ja 64 upon 16 5 ja 80, and minus sign was there. So already I taught you previously also that minus sign. Okay, if minus sign is numerator, you can take that minus sign in denominator also. There will be no change in value, because if you will keep this minus sign in numerator, then also it will be a negative rational number. If you will keep this minus sign in denominator, then also it can be a it will be a negative rational number. So there is no change. So in he has told us that minus 80 form we have to write. So no problem, you just write 64 upon minus 80, because both are equal, both are negative rational number. Okay, so it will be your answer. So with the rest of the part are very simple. In the same way as I am doing, you will do the rest of the part of this question. Okay, it's a very simple. Whatever denominator you have to make, you divide that denominator. Whatever you have to given in question, you will divide that means that expected denominator by its actual denominator which given in your question, and then whatever quotient will come, by that quotient you will multiply the numerator and denominator of your given fraction, and in this way you will get the answer. Okay, now I am moving further to the question number 8. See that beta, question number 8. Check if the following pairs of rational numbers are equal. You can see that you have given two rational numbers. You have to say that whether these two rational numbers are equal or unequal. You have learned previously in this exercise or in previous one also while we were learning the fractions. You have learned that equivalent fraction or equivalent rational number. What we were doing in equivalent fractions or equivalent rational number, whatever the fraction was given to us, we were multiplying that by sometimes 2 in numerator or denominator, sometime by 3, sometime by 4. It depends on our choice. Okay, and in this way we were getting the equivalent fractions or equivalent rational number. Here it means there may be in some cases equivalent rational number or equivalent fraction. We have to check that whether they are equivalent or not. Some cases it may be, or some cases it may not be. So what you will do, see that in 11 and 7 there is no common factor, so it will remain as 7. It will remain as 11 upon 7 because both of them they are coming in the different tables, or you can say that both of them they are prime numbers. So means they will have only, they can be only itself, they can be their own factor. No other factor will be there, means they cannot come in any other table. So 11 upon 7 will remain as 11 upon 7. Now we will check it. 33 upon 21. You can see that 33 and 21 both are divisible by 3. So we can see that if 33 I will divide by 3, what it will come? 11. If I divide 21 by 3, it will come 3 7 ja 21. You can see that what has come? It was minus 21. It was minus 21. Okay, so it means it will be minus 7. Now you can see that if I in numerator it is minus sign, it is negative rational number. No, it is negative rational number. And here also in 11 upon minus 7, it means it can be written minus 11 upon 7 also. It can be equal to minus 11 upon 7. It will be also a negative rational number. It means both of them are equal. Both of them are equal. Okay. A part, after solving it, it is also coming to 11 upon minus 11 upon 7. So they are equal. Okay. One more part I am going to do, that is B part of this question. Okay. Now beta see that 2 upon 5 and 18 upon 45 we have to check it. Okay. 2 upon 5 both are prime numbers, they are not coming in any table, so 2 upon 5 will remain as 2 upon 5. Okay. Now I am going to check 18 upon 45. Can you say that both the numbers 18 and 45 they are coming in any table? Yes, they are coming in 3's table also, or they are coming in 9 table also. So I am dividing it by 9. 9 2 ja 18. 5 9 ja 45. 5 9 ja 9. By 9 we should divide equally by the denominator or numerator. So 9 5 ja 45. So you can see that yes, both it was remaining same. And if we have write in it the lowest form, now if one rational number is not converting in the lowest form, then you will keep it as same, and the second rational number you will write it in the lowest form. So after converting this rational number in the lowest form, again it is coming 2 upon 5. It means both of them are equal. So yes, they will be equal. So in this way, 2 part of this question I have completed, and 1 part I am leaving for you so that you may understand the concept of the question. Okay, how you will perform. So afterwards I am moving to the question number 9 now. Now see that beta question number 9. Write 3 rational numbers between 5 upon 6 and 3 upon 5. So how we will do this question? First write 5 upon 6 and 3 upon 5. In first step you will take LCM. Step 1, take LCM of 6 and 5. Okay. So take, those are unable to take, they will take in this way. 2 3 ja 6, 5. Then by 3 1 ja 3, 5. Then by 5 1 ja 5. So LCM is 2 into 3 into 5. 2 3 ja 6, 5 ja 30. Okay. Then step 2. 30 divided by 6, it will be 5. Okay, and 30 divided by 5 is equal to 6. First fraction, step 3. First fraction, 5 upon 6 will be multiplied. It was 6. It is quotient came 5, so it will be divided by 5 upon 5. Second fraction, 5. When you divided 30 LCM by 5, what came? 6. So 3 upon 5 multiplied by 6 upon 6. In this way, your denominators will become equal. 5 5 ja 25, 6 5 ja 30, 3 6 ja 18, 18 upon 30. So you can write them in this way. 18 upon 30 to where you have to go 25 upon 30. So you can see that between what numbers came? 19 upon 30, 20 upon 30, 21 upon 30, 22 upon 30, 23 upon 30, 24 upon 30. So you got many rational numbers between them. So in this way, if you have to write only 3 numbers, so any 3 you can select, or otherwise I have written all the numbers. Maybe everybody of you have understood. Let me listen one more time what we will do. First of all, whatever the rational numbers you have to given, you will take LCM of them. Okay, after taking LCM, you will make their denominator equal to the LCM. And how I am doing, the LCM will be divided by respectively 1 by 1 each of the denominators. And whatever the quotient will come, by that quotient you will means multiply in numerator or denominator to the given rational numbers. Okay, so in this way you will get the rational numbers whose denominators will become equal. So afterwards you can see that up to where means from first rational number to second rational number you will have some rational numbers. Okay, some more rational numbers you can see that, as I have seen 18 upon 30 to 25 upon 30. So there between 18 to 30 and 25 to 30 we will have how many rational number? 1 2 3 4 5 6 rational number I got, and you have to write only 3. So any 3 you can, by selecting any 3 you can write there, or if you will write all of them, then also there is no problem in writing all the rational numbers. Okay, now further afterwards I am moving to the next one. Now see that beta, exercise 3.2. No, but some questions I have given you for homework also. Okay, based on exercise 3.1. So you will do those homework question also in your copy. Okay, by mentioning that is your homework. Other than, apart from the book, I have given you those questions so that you can have more and more practice. Now question number 1 we are reaching. Exercise 3.2, that is add 3 upon 4 and 1 upon 2. 3 upon 4 and 1 upon 2. See that in steps I am doing now, and how I am doing, be very sincerely see here. First of all, take LCM of 4 and 2. Many children are still not able to take LCM, so I am doing it, taking in a detailed form. 2 2 ja 4, 2 1 ja 2. Then again 2 1 ja 2 and 1. So LCM will be here 2 into 2 is equal to 4. This is your step number 1. Okay. In step 2, what you will do now? This LCM 4 will be divided by first denominator 4 1 ja 4. Okay. And this again LCM 4 divided by this 2. What you will get? 2 2 ja 4. Step 3. Okay, first fraction 3 upon 4. What quotient you got? 1. Multiplied by 1 upon 1. Okay, and 1 upon 2. When you divided by this 2, what you got? 2. So you multiplied by 2 upon 2. So 3 1 ja 3 upon 4 1 ja 4. And 2 1 ja 2 upon 2 2 ja 4. So you have to add them, means plus in between of between both the fraction. It will be your step number 4. So you can see that now your denominators have become equal. So what you will do? 3 plus 2 upon 4. 3 plus 2 means 5 upon 4. This will be your answer. This will be your answer. One more part I am going to do, and then the rest of the part you will perform yourself, because I can do all the part, but if I will do all the part, then what is the meaning of that? You have not copy down all the solution. You have to do the solution. When you will do the solution yourself, then only you may be able to understand. So you see the videos more and more time, and with the help of the my solution, you have to follow the same step. If you will follow the same step, you will not have any problem. Okay, you can pause the video and see that what ma'am is doing in the same kind of question. I am taking C part. Okay, because that is one negative part. Minus 6 upon 5, and 5 upon 125. 5 upon 125. Step 1 was to take LCM. Step 1 means to take LCM. LCM of whose? 5 and 125. Okay. Now see that. Take 5, 125. 5 1 ja 5. 5 25 ja 125. Then 5 1 and 5 5 ja 25. Then 5 1 and 1. So LCM will be 5 into 5 into 5. It means 125. Okay. Then step 2. What? This 125 divided by first denominator. Okay. That means what you will get? If you are not able to do directly division, you just do that division in your rough column. Every child, I already told you that in every page you should have rough column on the right hand side of your copy. So what you will get? 25. Okay. Then second one, 125. This LCM will be divided by this denominator, that is also 125. So what you will get? 1. Okay. So you can see that in step 3, what is there? 25. First fraction, minus 6 upon 5 multiplied by 25 upon 25. So what you will get? 25 6 is minus 150. Minus 150 upon 25 5 is 125. Okay. And second fraction, 5 upon 125 multiplied by what? 1 upon 1. Okay. So what you will get? 5 1 is 5 upon 125. Okay. Maybe up to here everybody of you will clear. Now see that step 4. What you have to do? In step 4, you have to add them. Okay. Or in addition form, I can write them here. First of all, I will write them here. 3 upon 4 plus 1 upon 2. Okay. Then you take step 1 will be LCM. Same way I am writing here also. Addition you have to do now. So you can write that. Minus 6 upon 5 plus 5 upon 125. Now see that. 6 upon 5, this fraction, what it has become now? Minus 150 upon 125. Minus 150 upon 125. Then what sign they have? Plus. Second fraction, 5 upon 125. 5 upon 125 means it will remain 5 upon 125. So what you will write that? See that in denominator what will come? 125. And in numerator what will come? Minus 150 plus 5. You can see that I taught you the rules of the rational number for the addition and subtraction. You can see here one is negative and another is positive. Okay? So how you will write? Two opposite sign number is equal to subtraction with greater number sign. With greater number sign. Okay. Now subtract 150 minus 5, 145. Okay, what the greater value, greater number is 150. So what sign it has? Minus 145 upon what will be your answer? 125. So in this way you will do that. Okay, again I am repeating that. First of all you have to add them. So in addition form we have written. Then we have taken the LCM of its denominator. Whatever the LCM will come, one by one you will divide that LCM by its denominators, and whatever the quotient will come, by that quotient you will multiply your given fractions, rational numbers. So after that, after multiplying the actual rational number, whatever the multiplication form will come, you will write them here. So in this way your denominator will become equal. So after that you will write them in a addition form, and then the rules of the addition and subtractions of the rational number you will apply, that two opposite sign number are always subtracted with greater number sign. So I have subtracted and greater number having negative sign. So in this way I got minus 145 upon 25. So only two parts I am doing, because I can do all the part, but then there will be no meaning. Better is that by seeing the video and you will perform the solution yourself. Then only in this way you can learn. Okay, and if you will have any doubt, so you send me solution also, so that I can check your solution, that whatever you are doing right or wrong. And always do the solution, means this part you will perform by the pen in your fair copy, and rest of the solution those you are doing yourself, those solution you will do by the pencil, so that if any mistake will come there, we can remove them easily. And in this way you will get confidence also. If it will come correct now, you will get confidence, but if it is coming wrong, then you are making that lots of pages you are destroying. In this way your confidence is also losing. Better is that to perform the homework only by the pencil. So afterwards I am moving to the next question, that is second question. Now see that subtract 5 upon 7 from 3 upon 8. This is question number 2. This is question number 2. Okay. Now see that subtract 5 upon 7 from 3 upon 8. I taught you that whenever the question will be in this form, what you will do, from means after from, the number is that, always it come in the first position, and the from first part will always comes in the second position. Many children are like, after closing their eyes, they are not seeing the question, and that they are writing minus 3 upon 8. Then this is totally wrong. Okay, this is wrong. In this way it cannot be done. Previously in the case of subtraction, while I was teaching fraction also, I taught you this, that how you have to write. Again I am giving the more attention on this part, that the children are always doing mistake. And if I am telling you the what mistake the children are doing, it means you have to focus on that particular part more and more. If you will focus on the particular part particularly more and more, then you will not have any problem. See that from means 3 upon 4, 3 after from is 3 upon 8, means it will come first. What you have to do? Subtract. For subtract, what sign you are using? Minus. And second part means it will come on the second position, means 5 upon 7. Now it was your step 1. Step 1. Now in step 2, in addition, anyone, if we will write first and second, there will be no change. But if in subtraction case we will not write the correct number in the first position, then your subtraction will become wrong. So see that. Now take LCM. LCM of 8 and 7. Okay. So 8 and 7, they both have no any common factor. They are so their means LCM will be directly the multiplication of their those numbers. 8 7 ja 56. So LCM of 8 and 57. Step 3. If they will have any common factors, so what you will do, you will take the LCM as I was teaching, as I was taking in a question number first one. Okay, by the procedure properly following the procedure of LCM, you will take the LCM. Okay, now come to the this 56. Step 3 is 56 divided by 8. What you will get? 7. Then 56 divided by 7, what you will get? 8. Now see that step 4. Okay, in step 4 what you will do? 3 upon 8 multiplied by which? 7 upon 7. Then what sign between them? Minus. 5 upon 7 multiplied by 8 upon 8. Now see that 7 3 ja 21. 8 7 ja 56. Minus 5 8 ja 40. 7 8 ja 56. So what it will become? Is equal to 21 minus 40 upon 56. In this way I can write. The children, those have learned the chapter number 1 very clearly, their concept are very clear because I taught you by all the rules at that time. What were the rules of integer for addition and subtraction, and what was the for multiplication. Those children have learned the rules properly and they have solved the problems there. They will not have any problem in solving any of the exercise of your book. But if you are not very clear in your chapter number 1, then all the children will face the more and more problem in their upcoming chapter also. Means whenever the new chapters algebra will also come, at that time they will also face the problem. So if you are having the link of my previous videos of chapter number 1, the children those are not clear in their concept, they can see those videos, and in this way then only they will be able to learn here. Okay, now you can see that these are two opposite sign numbers. So what we will write? Two opposite sign number is equal to subtraction, is equal to subtraction with greater, with means whatever result will come, what we will put? With greater value sign, with greater value sign. Okay, now see that subtract 40 minus 21, what will come? 19. 21 and 40, which one is greater? 40 is greater. What's the 40 in front of the 40? What sign is there? Minus. So it will be minus. Minus 19 upon 56. It will be your answer. So one more part I am going to do of this question, and then rest of the part beta you will do yourself, so that rest of the procedure is same as we were doing. B part I am taking now, and what is that? Minus 9 upon 11. Minus 9 upon 11 from minus 2 upon 3. Minus 2 upon 3. From means this will come first, this will go on the second position. Okay, now see that, write minus 2 upon 3. Then subtraction, what sign we are using? Minus, and it is already minus 9 upon 11. Now you can see that I taught you, while you will have two signs together, at that time you will apply the rules of multiplication. So minus into minus is equal to plus. Means in between of these two, what you will put now? Plus. So 9 upon 11, and previous one will remain as same. Okay. Now take LCM. LCM of 3 and 11. Both have again no common factor. So it will become 33. Okay. Now this 33 will be divided by 3. These are the steps. In the same steps I am following. Okay. It will come 11. Then 33 divided by 11 will come 3. Okay. Now rest means minus 2 upon 3 multiplied by, when we divided by 3, because here 3 is denominator, what we got? 11. It will be divided by, multiplied by 11 upon 11. Then plus sign will come. 9 upon 11. What we are doing? Making the LCM, denominator equal to its LCM, multiplied by 3 upon 3. You can see that 11 2 ja 22, minus 22 upon 33, plus 9 3 ja 27 upon 33. Now how you will write? Minus 22 plus 27 upon 33. Again same rules of integers will be applied. Two opposite sign number. Here we have applied the rules of multiplication. Here we are applying the rules of addition and subtraction. Two opposite sign number. Opposite sign number is equal to subtraction. Subtraction with greater number sign. With greater number sign. Okay, greater number sign. So subtract it now. 27 minus 22. what will come? 5. What the greater value having sign? Plus. So plus 5 upon 33. It will be your answer. So maybe everybody of you have understood how we are doing. Okay. It was our step number 1. Step 1 here, because it was a case of subtraction, how I have written. It was step 2, how we have taken the open the brackets. Okay. Step 3, what the questions position has changed. Step 4, now it was step 4. Okay. It was step 5 for both the division. Here more steps are in this question. It was step 6 now. Okay. Then step 7, and finally to the step 8. In this way we got the answer. So first of all we have written after from. After from will come always in a first position in case of subtraction. Then subtraction sign, and then whatever the first number is there. Then here minus into minus, because whenever the bracket is there, it means between them into sign is also there. So minus into minus is equal to plus. Minus 2 upon 3 plus 9 upon 11. Then take an LCM and rest of the procedure will same. And finally when the denominators will become equal, we will write the numerators also along together as I have written here. Then we have applied the rules of integer. Two opposite sign number is equal to subtraction with greater number sign. So do subtraction. 27 minus 22, what will become? 5. And now main problems the student having always what sign they put. So what is the greater sign? Plus. So plus 5 upon 33 will come, and it will be equal to the 5 upon 33. So in this way up to here you complete in rest of the part of question number 1 or rest of the parts of the question number 2.